Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm on a bit of a roll. I'm bringing out videos thick and fast for you all. I hope you're enjoying this, I really do. Otherwise, why would I be doing it? You know, I do it for you guys, to entertain you, make you smile, and that's all I ask for, really. Yeah. I'm talking about my fourth shelf on the bookshelf behind me. I've taken all my perfumes down and a few extras. I had to find them in my dresser. So I'm going to be giving you like a brief overview of the fragrances. I'm not going to do in-depth reviews. I mean, I might start reviewing my perfumes in depth individually. Let me know what you think about that. If you would look forward to that, I can do a bit of homework, take some notes down and talk about the fragrances. You know, if you're interested, I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Anyway, let's start with a perfume that is very close to my heart, and I will never finish this fragrance. It's a quarter of a way down. If I put it up against the window, the light, I can see it sloshing about, and it's there at the moment. And this is CK1 Shock. This is the female version. The men's version is in a black bottle with the Shock written in luminous green. This is all kinds of candy, sweet, delicious. It's just a lovely fragrance. It's also quite citrusy. It's really fresh and fruity and sweet. It's a lovely fragrance. It doesn't smell like Britney Spears or any Viva La Juicy fragrances. This is a very unique fragrance. It's so good. It really is a beautiful fragrance. You know, if you haven't smelt it, go out and smell it. You know, let me know what you think if you did. If you've got it, let me know what you think of it. But my mother bought me this, and she passed away in 2012. And it's very, very precious to me. I will never be without this bottle if I can help it. I'm very protective over this bottle of perfume. Yeah, because I miss my mum very dearly, very dearly. Mums are precious, and dads are precious too, but mums is something extra special about a mother. It's a lovely fragrance, it really is. This would be a nice fragrance for a teenager or a young woman, someone who's starting out with fragrances. It's girly, but it can also be okay for a lady. It's got a very unique DNA to it. Doesn't smell like the original CK1. That's just freshness in a bottle, but this is lovely. It's really nice. That's CK1 Shock. Right, the next perfume. Oh, it makes me so happy. It's Elie Saab Le Parfum. Is his first ever fragrance, and this is a very, very successful fragrance. Elie Saab is a designer, and I think he's from the Lebanon. Correct me if I'm wrong. And a lot of people call him Elie Saab, or they think it's a woman, but it's Elie Saab, and it's a man. It's a fashion designer. He designs haute couture gowns and with beads and sequins and flowing chiffons, and such a beautiful, beautiful creation. His dresses are so wonderful, but the price tags are wonderful as well. You know, the average person would never be able to afford one of his gowns. But this is lovely. This has got orange blossom in it. It's a very warm, very comforting fragrance. It's very strong. I mean, I don't know which formulation I've got, but I bought this off eBay a couple of years ago, and I bought it blind because I'd never smelt it before. I hadn't even ventured out to the department stores to find out what it smells like or anything. I like taking risks sometimes. I like taking risks, but then risks can be a double-edged sword, can't they? You know, you can buy a blind perfume, get it home, get it delivered, and you hate it. You can't stand it. So I don't know, but I like doing it. I've had a couple of disappointments by blind buying, but on the whole I've enjoyed everything I've got. Oh, this is beautiful. This is Elie Saab Le Parfum, and just the bottle, look at it. It's like a jewel glinting in the light. It's very heavy. Very heavy. Right. Another Elie Saab creation. Oh, Girl of Now. Look at that. Look at that pattern. It's beautiful. I love the turquoise petals. This has got a very strong almond note. It's very almondy. It reminds me of marzipan. It reminds me of cake. Of course, I would have to mention food, you know, but this is very strong as well. I don't know if it's me, but the fragrance seems to have got darker. I need to be more careful about I need to draw my curtains, but for the video I've got my curtains open. But yeah, I don't know if it's the original colour or if it's gone a bit darker. But this is Girl of Now. This is his latest offering. It's lovely. It's a really beautiful fragrance. So that's Elie Saab, Girl of Now. Right. Let's start with this beauty. Continue with this beauty. Hermes, Elixir de Hermes is a beautiful fragrance. Big sprayer. This has got an orange note in it. This reminds me of spiced, warm fruitcake. It really does. It's a very beautiful fragrance, and I haven't worn it in ages. And I mean, I've got loads left. Another blind buy off eBay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't fault it. It's just magnificent. Oh, this is a cold weather perfume for sure. This is a warm hug, a warm cuddle, a blanket wrapped around you, fleece blanket, and a nice mug of hot chocolate. It's just all those comforting things, you know, all those warm, wonderful human things that we enjoy. Yeah, well, I'd like to think that everybody can enjoy it, but not everybody can, unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond their control. But it's left my hand very oily. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's gorgeous. Oh, this is Christmas in a bottle. And I know it's only March and we're nearly into April, and I shouldn't be talking about the C word, but it's beautiful. It's a very magical fragrance. When I went to the MAC counter a couple of years ago, before I got into this crazy perfume journey, the makeup artist at MAC was doing my makeup, and I could smell this amazing fragrance on her, and I was thinking, wow, she smells amazing. And I had to ask her. I said to her, what fragrance are you wearing? And because the MAC counters in Harvey Nichols and they've got all the beauty counters and the perfume counters, she was like, oh, it's an orange bottle. And I was thinking, wow, that's going to help, an orange bottle. She pointed out where on the shelves it kind of was in that area. So after she'd done my makeup and I'd bought what I had to buy, I went over there and I kind of found it and sprayed myself and then left. I sprayed up myself really good, and I left, and the fragrance was on me all day, well into the evening. And I always remembered it, but it was like 100 and something pounds, and I was like, but I came across it on eBay, brand new bottle, not boxed, and the seller is very trustworthy because I've bought perfumes from her in the past, and it still cost me near enough, well, yeah, quite a bit, you know, not too dissimilar to the price that they were asking for in Harvey Nichols. But it's beautiful. So that's Elixir de Merveille by Hermes. Right, what else shall I bring for you beauties? Dolce Vita by Dior. I have to spray some of this cinnamony goodness. Oh, this reminds me of the 90s. I had a big bottle of this. Look at it, guys. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, this is a cinnamon fragrance. The cinnamon doesn't overpower. It's a very warm, very creamy, cinnamony, kind of like, it's like a we're going back to food again. We're going back to food again, but it's like there's a delicious cake baking in the oven, and it's got cinnamon in it, and spices, and fruits, and just all kinds of glorious, delicious smells that you get from baked goods. But this, some people say it's been discontinued. Then I find it on certain online stores and they're still selling it. But I think this is a 30 ml. 1 US fluid ounce, 30 ml. Right. So I've only got 30 ml, so I need to kind of covet this even more than I've already coveted it, because I haven't really used it. I've just kind of kept it on my shelf. Before that, it was in a dark drawer, and oh, smells so good, brings back so many memories. So many memories. It's unbelievable. It really is. I love it. I really do. It's just so rich and spicy and warm and gourmand, and it's delicious. So that's Dolce Vita by Dior, and I think Dolce Vita means the good life, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody told me many years ago, an Italian guy. I think it's Italian. Right, moving on. Let me see. Este Lauder, beautiful. A floral bouquet, a bride's perfect ideal perfume. I'm covered in perfumes. Oh, I used to love wearing this in the 90s. I had a big old bottle of it as well, and I used to just it doesn't smell exactly like that formula did, but as you can imagine, they have to reformulate for whatever reason, and we lose some of the potency, and we lose, sometimes the fragrance can smell totally different to the vintage formula, you know. going back to Obsession, the original formula. I know it's a dated fragrance now, but back in the day it was a very popular fragrance by Calvin Klein, and the current formula and the vintage formula is sublime. I have backups of backups. That's how much I love that fragrance. I love it so much. But this, it smells beautiful, you know, pardon the pun, but beautiful is beautiful. Very floral, a bit soapy. I wonder if there's aldehydes in this, I'm not sure. But it's a lovely fragrance, it really is. I think nowadays, people think older women wear stuff like this, you know, because we are in the in the realms of sugary, candy, sweet. You know, I mean, I've got a couple of sweet fragrances. I don't mind a sweet fragrance. But some sweet fragrances are just too screechingly too sweet for me. I prefer a more kind of rich, comforting, decadent fragrance. That's the kind of stuff I really like. But I love this as well, but I can only spray it like sparingly. I mean, I think this is a 30ml. I mean, I won't be able to read. Yeah, 1 fluid ounce. This is a 30ml, and I've still got quite a bit. So that's Beautiful by Este Lauder. Right, what next? A vintage bottle of Dune by Christian Dior. This is vintage. This is a beautiful fragrance. I don't know how to describe this one. It's very unique. I don't think I've smelled anything that smells like this. This is a very unique fragrance. I think you can still get it. It's not cheap. It's very expensive, but with Dior fragrances, they all seem to be very expensive, you know. They're not cheap, put it that way. And I kind of fought tooth and nail. Oh, that Elixir Dubai. Oh, it smells so good. It's so strong. It's taking over my senses. But yes, going back to Dune Eau de Toilette, I bought it used. I've got a backup of this. I think I've got 2 backups, and I bought it. It's beautiful. I like to wear fragrances that not everybody is wearing. I like to kind of be a bit, I think, outside the box. I like to be a bit different, whether people like the smell I'm wearing or not. It's nice to gain, you know, compliments, but if you're not going to get a compliment, I don't wear my perfumes to get compliments, and I don't think majority of people out there don't wear perfumes to gain compliments, and it's nice to get them, but no. And I'm a heavy sprayer. I kind of keep going. And yeah, sometimes I give myself a headache because I've sprayed too much. This is lovely. If you haven't smelt this, try and get a sample. I mean, there's loads of sample companies out there now. Oh, my legs. There's loads of sample companies. There's one in America called mysamples.co.com. They ship to England, but I wasn't prepared to pay, I think it was something like £17-18 to ship some samples over. So I kind of like abandoned that idea. I'm sure we've got sample, I know we've got sample online retailers in England. They're probably all over the world now, but you know, samples, best way to go, you know, so then you don't end up buying something blind and not liking it and then you're stuck with a practically full bottle of perfume that you don't enjoy, which is a shame really. So that's Dune Eau de Toilette. Just look at the bottle. It's kind of like, how can I explain it? Can you tell, like, the glass is kind of, it's got like a gold kind of sheen to it. Let me spray some. Let me spray some. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's good. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. So rich. It's kind of, gives me kind of like the feeling of a desert. How I think a desert would smell. All hot sunshine beating down on the sand. Snakes slithering away. Beetles and scorpions in the sand. It's lovely. So that's June by Dior. Right. What else? What else can I bring to your attention? I'll go with a Jo Malone. Now, this is French Lime Blossom Cologne. I've had this bottle for years. Years. And it still smells amazing. Still smells, yeah, smells amazing, you know, quality. But the price point as well is, what can I say, guys? Yeah, it smells good. It's very fresh, it's light, fruity, with a bit of floral in it. It's just a beautiful fragrance. And if you've got a Jo Malone counter anywhere near you, or a Jo Malone store, go and sniff some out, you know. I think they still do this one. I'm pretty sure that they still carry French Lime Blossom Cologne in their stores and on their counters. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a really nice fragrance. But I'm going to have to think seriously about either selling them, because I've got several Jo Malone which I will show you, or selling them, or I don't know. I mean, I'd quite happily give these away to my daughter. I'd gift them to her, but I don't think she likes these Jo Malone fragrances. The ones that she does like, I have given them to her. I'm just looking at the bottles over there. But yeah, so that's French Lime Blossom by Jo Malone. The next one, this is my favourite. This one I won't be giving away. This is what started it all. The Jo Malone frenzy. I bought a 30ml bottle of honeysuckle and jasmine cologne. Now, they haven't produced this for years. They haven't. And it's beautiful. It's a floral, and it's very kind of, it's got jasmine in it, it's got a honeysuckle in it. A really beautiful, fresh floral fragrance. It's just delicious. It's really nice. I have never smelled anything like it, and I need to start using it, but then I'm scared because I can't get hold of it, and I'm not paying stupid prices on eBay. I just am not. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, guys, because that's just daylight robbery. Some of the prices that people charge, are you crazy? Do I look bad? Don't answer that. But this is Honeysuckle and Jasmine by Jo Malone. And the last big one I've got is Red Rose. Red Roses. Oh, this is strong. This is strong. I have used this a bit more than the other ones, if you can see. This had a kind of slight pink tinge to it. It doesn't look like it anymore. Doesn't look like it's got a bit of a tinge to it anymore. It was. This is like how a full, voluminous, blousy red rose smells. It also reminds me of Middle Eastern attar oils, and Pakistan and India, they have like attar oils as well. There's this oil my mum used to use, and she'd only have a small little vial of it. It'd be about this big with a gold cap. Nothing fancy, just a little glass vial bottle. You can actually buy other oils in bottles that are similar, and I'm not joking, she just used to put a dab on a bit of cotton wool and put it and place it in the crook of her ear, the crevice inside, not in the canal, just above it, and she smelt divine. My mother smelt divine. My dad smelt divine. You know, my parents were amazing people, and I miss them terribly. But let me know what you think of the Jo Malone fragrances, guys. If you think they're worth the money, or if you think that there's quality ingredients, you know. What do you think? Do you think that you know, someone should spend so much on a cologne? A cologne is a weaker formulation than an eau de toilette. So, you know, who knows? So the next two I've got are 30ml bottles. The first one, I haven't got anywhere else I could spray. Very fruity. You can smell English pear and freesia. You can definitely smell the pear. It's a very fresh, juicy, sweet pear. It's gorgeous. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to set aside some perfumes to use in spring. I'm going to get these bad boys out and start using them. I bought this off eBay blind. I hadn't been into the Jo Malone store. Sometimes I find places like that. I mean, it depends on the staff that serve you, but they can be quite pretentious. And where it is in my city centre, the Jo Malone store, it's in a centre. It's in a kind of shopping area where there's loads of pretentious shops and loads of middle class and upper class people having their macchiatos and their cafe lattes and their cappuccinos and Earl Grey tea, and you know, the kind of people that you don't really come across in your day-to-day life. Not that I'm saying that they're bad people, it's just they have more money than I do. So I don't really go into that part of the city centre. No point. No point, is there? If you haven't got the money, what's the point? Anyway, and this is... Sorry I keep moving, guys. My legs have gone to sleep. Lime, basil and mandarin. Now this is a very fresh, zesty, but herbally in a sense. It's beautiful. It's the kind of scent you wear after a shower. After you've had a good workout, or you've just had a shower in the morning. A couple of spritzes of this. You're good to go. This is one of their best sellers, lime, basil and mandarin. It actually came in a set. I had a shower gel, or hand wash or shower gel, either. And it came with a glass pot of cream. And yeah, the cream is amazing. They do sell good products though. But if you're willing to pay them, you know. I got the set off eBay. I got the English pear and freesia off eBay. I had the wood sage and sea salt, but I gave that to my daughter. Whether she uses it or not is another thing. I got that off eBay as well. You can't really go wrong with these Jo Malone fragrances. They're timeless, they're classic. I mean, the packaging, I mean, the bags and the boxes and everything that they come in. It's just pure class. It's just beautiful. But in all honesty, I think more often than not, we are paying for packaging rather than the actual product. So that's Lime, Basil and Mandarin. Now, Versace Eros Pour Femme Eau de Toilette. Oh, this smells amazing. I prefer it to the Eau de Parfum in the gold flacon. This is the see-through one. Beautiful. Really is gorgeous. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. You don't understand. Oh, that Dior smells so good. Oh, the English Fantasia. Oh, Elixir Dubai. Dolce Vita. Oh, what was that? I can't remember what that one is. I was doing so well. This is gorgeous. Oh, it's beautiful. I've hardly used it. I've only used a bit. Sicilian lemon, mandarin, raspberry sorbet, white currant, freesia, magnolia, jasmine petals, orange blossom, absolute, sensual woods, white patchouli, musk, olfactive family, floral, fruity, woody. It's definitely fruity. Definitely fruity. It's a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I've never really had any Versace fragrances until this one. Yeah. It smells really good. Really good. I can smell that all day like a crack addict. So that's Eros Pour Femme Eau de Toilette. Now, let me think. Where should I go? I will go with this lovely SJP Stache. And this. This is good. This is amazing. It's Sarah Jessica Parker's fragrance, if you didn't know. She's also bought out some flankers, a pink one I think. But this is a quality fragrance. It's very woodsy, very spicy, warm, comforting. A man and a woman can wear this. Either. It's not, there is no gender. You know, with some fragrances, they're very feminine, very, very sweet, floral, fruity, etc., etc. But there's women out there that wear really masculine aftershaves and, you know, colognes. There's no gender anymore, especially in fragrance. There's no gender, there's no rules. But I love this. But this is another one that I've hardly used. It. I hope it's not evaporating because I don't remember using it, and shouldn't be evaporating. Yeah. Ignore me, guys. But it's gorgeous. This is a 50ml, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, 50ml. 1.7 fluid ounce. I just love it. It's so gorgeous. I used to love watching Sex and the City. I used to love it. Carrie was my favourite character. I really, really enjoyed watching that. I was sad when it finished. But I watched the movies as well. They weren't as good as the programmes, the episodes. But I've got a couple of box sets downstairs. So that's Stache by SJP. Going back into its little pouch. I think all perfumes should come with a pouch. All perfumes. Oh, God. My poor legs. Right, guys. What about this beauty? This is Fantasia by Anna Sui. This is the biggest size. I think this is a 75ml. Writing is too small for me to read. I'll never get to... It kind of sprays out. You have to put your finger under the unicorn and... This is like very magical smelling. It's citrusy, kind of sweet, but not in a heavy cloying kind of way. Very light, citrusy, sweet, fresh fragrance. I've got 2 of these. I mean, my daughter said she wanted a bottle when she saw the bottle, but then when she smelt it, she said it's not something that she would wear. So now I've got 2 bottles. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining, but it would have been better if I hadn't bought the extra bottle. But this is just glorious. The packaging. It says Anna Sui round the collar, and it says Fantasia on this side. It's just magical. This is what fantasies are all about, guys. It's a magical fragrance. It really is. Who could say no to that? Yeah, to some it'll look garish and tacky. I don't care. I love it. I really do. It's wonderful. Unicorns are real, and mermaids. Mermaids and unicorns, they're cool and they're real. So that's Fantasia by Anna Sui. Right. Black Opium by YSL. As you can see, I've hardly used this. It's like La Vie est Belle. It's just in that realm. Chocolate coffee fragrance. It's a people pleaser. It's a people pleaser. It's an easy fragrance to wear. It's what the masses want, and the design houses are giving them what they want with multitudes of flacons, flankers should I say, not flacons, flankers. Oh, flankers. Black Opium has got so many flankers. I had a 90ml bottle of this that I got off eBay, but I had a niggling suspicion that it was a fake, but it smelled like this. I bought it as a backup. It smelled like this, but I don't know. But my daughter likes it. So, and I've got this little 30ml dinky bottle. I love the bottle. It's lovely and sparkly. Really nice. I mean, coffee, patchouli, what else is in this? It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it reminds me of La Vie est Belle by Lancome. It really does. You know, let me just spray it and let's get it over and done with. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Definitely like La Vie est Belle. It's got the same DNA. Same DNA. And price points are oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Price point is similar as well. But I'm happy with my little Black Opium, you know, my YSL Black Opium. Okay, let's go for this one. This is Stella McCartney's Stella. and this is a rose fragrance. And this is pre-reformulation. There was a big hoo-ha about the reformulation of this, and people were complaining that it's nowhere as good as how it used to smell. Now, I had already bought this, and I already had 2 backups of this exact same design, but in different colours. The print collection, she brings out different print collections every year. Well, she did, Stella did, and I picked this up, and I kind of, I don't know how to put it, but I'm just gonna have to move, guys. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. There, that's better. My legs were falling asleep and I was getting really bad pins and needles. I need to find a better setup. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. And I kind of picked up 2 backups, and I've still got a good half bottle of this, but this is a very popular fragrance. It's normally in the purple bottle with a gradual, the purple goes up and then it fades, and it's a very popular fragrance. It really is. Okay, my room is gonna, yeah, beautiful fresh cut roses. That's what I get. Oh, my bedroom's smelling so good, so good. So that's Stella McCartney. Stella. Okay, we've got Jean-Paul Gaultier Classique Intense. Look at this beautiful, beautiful flanker. Look at the attention to detail. Fashioned on Madonna's basque, what she wore in her Blonde Ambition tour. I think in the 80s or the early 90s. I think it was the early 90s. This is quite strong. It reminds me of the original, but this has got a bit of a more of a twist to it. It's I can't check the notes, but never mind. We'll just roll with it, guys. So let me spray it. Yeah, this is fruitier. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Fruitier. This is similar but not similar. This do you know what? For a flanker, it's a pretty damn good flanker. I'm not even joking. This is a pretty damn good flanker. Comparing it to Classique Original, this is like a different perfume altogether. I don't know why he didn't just bring out a new a new perfume instead of making it into a flanker. It doesn't resemble the original, not in my opinion. This is totally different. I think it's even stronger, but the original is strong as well. That's a just powerhouse fragrance. I find fragrances from the 90s really potent and really, they walk into the room before you do. Your perfume, really, your sillage and everything. It's just amazing. You know, the 90s was an amazing era, amazing. And I had some brilliant memories. Also, my children, I was raising them, and my beautiful children were my life. I was going through hard times in the 90s. I was in a forced arranged marriage at the age of 19. I've been through a lot, and there's loads of women and men out there that have been through horrendous stories, but we won't go there. So this just smells like a different perfume. This is the flanker. It doesn't remind me of the Classique, the Jean-Paul Gaultier Classique. This is totally different, and I haven't really used it. But I'm going to think on about what I'm going to do about this. I am thinking of having a cull of my fragrances and selling some fragrances, but I just need to find the right platform to sell, you know, to recoup some money back so I can buy other things. I want to buy a few things for around the house, do some decorating, new carpets, etc. All cost money. Anyway, that's Jean Paul Gaultier Intense. Last but certainly not least is Oud Bouquet by Maison Lancome. This is the niche version, this is the niche group of fragrances that Lancome have brought out. What some famous perfumers have created. This is a Rose Oud Bouquet. This is beautiful. It's it reminds me of my mum's attar oils that she used to use. It definitely reminds me. Now this is a very strong fragrance, extremely strong. I sprayed a couple of sprays last week, and the clothes that I was wearing a dress. I think it was the video that I did, and I was wearing the green dress. And when I took the dress off to put in the wash, oh my god, you could still smell the perfume. It was so strong, so strong. It's very hard to get hold of this version. This is the original version. They have brought out a new formula, but it's nowhere near as strong. And the bottle. This bottle is so much better. It's so beautiful. It's like a mosaic-y rose. It's gorgeous. It says Maison Lancome Paris since 1935. Oh, it smells too good. Too good for words, guys. Too good. If you can get your hands on it, if you like rose fragrances, if you like oud, it's not the skunky kind of strong burn at the back of your throat oud. It's not like that at all. This is a kind of creamy, rich, sweet, floral oud. It's not... I swear to God, it reminds me of the attar oil my mum used to wear. And I think that's why I'm so fond of it, and I've backed it up. I've got 2 backups of it. I managed to grab hold of it and not let go. This I will cherish until my dying day. It's really lovely. You can tell there's something Middle Eastern about it. You won't find people walking down the street smelling of this. In actual fact, you'll be lucky nowadays to find people who wash with soap and water and use deodorant. There's some skanky people out there, guys. Always keep a traveller with you, just in case you get on the public transport and there's a stinky person on the bus stinking it out. Spray some sprays discreetly into your scarf, into your neckline, and just breathe in your perfume. That's what I do. You know, that's what I do. Sometimes I'm close to bringing up my dinner, you know, when I get on a bus or something, or train. I always have a traveller with me, always. Okay guys, that's Oud Bouquet by Maison Lancome. Well, that's it guys for my video today. My god, nearly 50 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked what I had to say. I hope you liked the perfumes that I showed. You may like them, you may not. Can't please everyone. I try. But if you liked it, give me a big thumbs up, guys. That means a lot to me. If you want to leave a comment down below, please leave comments down below. I love reading and interacting with you all. I think it's amazing, this platform that we're on. And thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And let me know what you think. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye.